and welcome to the contention state of Piss Poor Parenting Podcast.
Hi, contention state.
Yes, there's a bunch of contention in the air as of today. Like, for instance,
You wouldn't eat dinner? Is that where we want to start? You wouldn't eat dinner?
Well, that's an interesting facet there. I hope that was the right word. It probably
It's not.
It is in my book. So, yes, I famously do not, I feel like it's pretty famously, do not like breakfast food.
Famous around here.
Yeah.
How does one not eat any breakfast food?
It's not a matter of...
Not, like, I get it. You don't want pancakes for breakfast because they're too sweet, blah, blah, blah. No breakfast food ever. No bacon.
Okay, really?
Bacon.
I'll eat bacon.
Bacon on a burger.
I actually don't. Bacon on anything is a cardinal sin to me. I do not like bacon on anything, and I know bacon people will be sounding off in the comments. Like, you know the people who are like bacon gumballs, bacon soap, bacon...
So, how much are those DNA tests again? Because...
I don't know how much I am yours, but I know I'm my dad's. Just
yeah, I guess.
Picture in picture.
So even when he was little, like when he was a little baby, I could give him Cheerios and Kicks, stuff like that, mom staples. But soon after, probably by 3, he quit. He won't eat any type of cereal.
Ugh.
Not Fruit Loops, not Lucky Charms, not even just the marshmallows. No. Trail Mix, not Puppy Chow, you know, the stuff covered in chocolate. No, that's cereal. No granola bars. Now, when he was little, he loved pancakes. It was like his favorite food. Now he won't eat them, won't touch them.
Very rarely. I'll rarely eat.
I don't remember the last time you ate a pancake. So tonight, after working a full day and going to a class,
she almost made herself late for after concerning with my...
Right. It wasn't, no, I wasn't late, but... after I go to class, I drive home, and I have to stop and get him tacos, and ninja-like sneak them in the house so everyone else doesn't freak out, because I know we're having breakfast for supper, because Abby requested eggs. So, yeah, on the way to school this morning, I made the twins scrambled eggs, and they put them in a cup and ate them in the car, and we get halfway to school, and I hear Abby in the back, "Hey, Ace, are you going to eat all them eggs?" She was jockeying for the leftovers there. But so I promised her we would have eggs again for dinner. So I made bacon and eggs, biscuits and gravy, and homemade waffles. And he ate bueno tacos.
And jalapenos.
With jalapenos. And the spicy hot sauce.
That's good. That's good eating.
Better than bacon. Really?
Better than bacon on anything. It's just a thing. Ooh.
So what? I don't get it. Why don't you like breakfast?
All of it. It's all so heavy. It feels like you weigh at least 50 pounds more than when you started actually eating the breakfast. No matter what food it is.
Right,
Sausage.
So it's a good chilly day, so it's nice and warm and filling, and it's comfort food.
I don't believe in comfort food.
Okay, Captain Meatloaf. Really?
Point in your favor.
Chicken and noodles? His favorite foods are homegrown Southern comfort food
Chicken
dishes.
fried steak.
Chicken fried steak. It doesn't help that I'm actually a decent cook.
Yeah, you are a good cook. Most things, generally, if you make them, they're not bad.
But breakfast? How can you not?
Just everything. Like, everything's just a perfect mess of things I don't want inside of me. I don't want to take something that's like...
Food.
I don't like food.
That is not
Let's
true.
just go to McDonald's and... Callback jokes there. I don't know.
Ching.
What?
You said so I said ching.
That's one of my verbal tics that I have, but I'll get off that. Maybe save that for later. It's just, like, pancakes, for instance, or waffles. It's the same boat, really. It's so sticky, and why would you want to have something sticky? And to this day, I cannot eat pancakes without my pancakes.
I think we've discovered the problem. You're doing it wrong.
Now I have to end the video.
Yeah, right. Cut.
Alright. My hands get sticky no matter, like, what type of utensil I use, even if I do use my pancakes especially. It's just sticky, and then it's sweet, and then it's sugary, and it's a waste of time. It's something I do not want inside of my life to have to do this. And it's something that I believe in very strongly as a part of me is just minimalism. I don't want to have to waste the time to wash my hands an extra time or something.
Yeah, heaven forbid you'd wash your hands.
Well, like,
The
after...
horror.
But, like, having sticky hands is...
But
useless.
use a fork. I can eat and not get sticky. It can be done.
I can't.
Okay, so you don't like
personally.
pancakes or waffles. Why not? Why not eggs? Why not ham and eggs? Ham and eggs is a great breakfast. One of my favorites.
Just not very good. Frankly, it's just not good. I just don't prefer it.
Have you had the scrambled eggs with the ham and cheese in them?
It doesn't matter. It's still scrambled eggs.
It's really good.
It's
good.
just, you're just fusing things that are already bad. If you're gonna, I've had this thrown at me so many times, so I'm glad that I'm getting a chance to throw it back. If there are two bad things, and they mix them together, they would still be bad, according to that same logic of two good things. And I'm not a huge... I'll eat eggs, but I don't really like eggs. They're kind of bland, and they have a weird texture.
That's why you put the ham and the cheese in them, because then they're not bland.
Oh, cheese does not go with eggs. What world does... Who came up with cheese and eggs? Because that person... They're doing it wrong. It's
cheese and eggs is good. Because I'm iffy on eggs myself. I mean, meh.
Eggs are a little meh.
But, dude...
It's just taste. It's so bland. And if you get anything, you just salt them up. And I would just get a saltine if you want salt. And it's more direct. I just drink soy sauce. As the general
Worcestershire around here.
Yeah. It's a joke that they aren't privy to, but I don't think we'll let him be. What do you think?
I don't know.
You're good at telling anecdotes. Do you want to go?
Well, really, it just comes down to the going prank around here. And you would think we would catch on, is that when somebody asks for the soy sauce, somebody brings them Worcestershire, and the bottles, because we buy the cheap stuff, are so similar.
Middle class America.
Or lower. Anyway, when you get the bottle of Worcestershire, they're close enough you don't even notice until you drown your rice in it, and then...
I pranked myself.
Yeah, Jacob did it to his own self. He can't help it. But Jackson got me.
Yeah, that's what started it. I don't think
he got Josh first. That's why I was so mad, is because he got me when, one, I should have known better, but I was also, that was the last of the rice because I feed everybody else first, and I ruined my rice. I ended up eating it anyway. I was hungry.
The amount of Worcestershire that I put on my rice whenever I did it was,
But you also should not,
I use too much soy sauce.
Yeah.
I do. It's just a straight up fact.
Yeah.
Just that Worcestershire is awful. What is that words? Oh, Mom's 3-meal bit. Mom does this thing, I think, and I may be wrong, but I don't care if I'm wrong, really, in this matter. She says that 3 meals are important, and it keeps your body not guessing, so it doesn't store fat. And however that may be true, it seems like it just makes sense that you wouldn't gain as much weight if you just don't eat breakfast or don't eat lunch. Like, I, as a general meal, don't eat breakfast and sometimes eat lunch. Surely that's at least less calories.
But calories are not where it's at. It's about your metabolism and keeping your metabolism. You can pull it off now because you're 13 and your body's just working and growing anyway. But I tell you what, you get a little older and your metabolism slows down, then you screw it up by not eating and you're screwed. You're going to be fat. We already talked about genetics.
Yeah. Genetics is not a fun thing.
Not around here.
Yeah.
Genetics curse, whatever.
Same thing, really.
Mm-hmm. Potato.
It's just like...
Tomato.
I'm not I wrote down I'm not fat, but I feel like you countered that pretty well with, your metabolism's just better now.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to catch up with you. And that's, I guess, as a parent, even though I'm obviously a piss poor parent, part of my objective in life is to teach you guys better eating habits than I have.
Like eating 3 meals a day, which is more than...
No, that's good. It's good. I did not, when growing up, I didn't eat breakfast. I've never eaten breakfast. I just recently started when I tried to start getting healthy again. But also what we, I tried to do differently than what I grew up on. We never even ate broccoli in my house, hardly ever. Stuff like that.
I'm not saying you've done a bad job with that. What you feed us is good. Like, you're a good cook. It's just, I don't feel like I should wake up in the morning and get the fatty sausage with the pancakes that are heavy, and then you go to lunch and you get whatever crap is on the cafeteria menu, and you're like, and then you come home, and then you have a big thing of spaghetti, and like...
But listen, you're right. The sausage and stuff for breakfast is not, but I only do that on the weekends that we have that for breakfast, and it's really more like brunch.
Everybody's working for the weekends.
Okay, focus. But in the morning you should have, even if it's just a half a glass of milk or a piece of toast.
Awful when you just wake up to have half a glass of milk. I like milk. It's just whenever you wake up is not the time for milk. What I get...
But you know what I'm saying is something light. A piece of fruit.
I know I weird people out whenever I say this. Whenever I'm outside and I've been like playing football or whatever, I'm real sweaty and thirsty. I don't go for the water. I go for the milk.
Ugh.
I drink milk. Like, I've drank like this much of a gallon, which doesn't look like much, but it's quite a lot right after I've been running and stuff.
Do you remember what was it last Easter?
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
The milk.
Yeah, the milk.
The milk challenge. 2 of my nephews, Matt and Brent, and my oldest son, Josh, who must have been 13 or 14 at the time, 14 maybe?
14.
Decided they were going to do the milk gallon challenge. They each got a gallon of milk. They had to drive back to town from the farm to get a gallon of milk for everybody, and they attempted to drink an entire gallon of milk just in one sitting right there. I think everybody got sick.
You have an hour. You had an hour.
Yeah, they had an hour. Yeah, because it had to be like,
But there was like a $20 steak.
Gross. I don't even like milk. I couldn't imagine. Ugh.
Oh, your Diet Coke anecdote is the best.
Okay, so we're sitting in a restaurant with some friends of mine. They also have twins. So there's lots of kids, lots going on. In my defense, you need to know that part of the story. And we order drinks. I always get Diet Coke when I'm out. Especially Mexican food. Or,
Why especially?
I don't know. I like fizzy drinks with Mexican food. And pizza.
You get like Pop Rock. Wait. Oh, for a second my mind went, you like pizza with your Mexican food?
Anyway. So, we're sitting there. We're eating, visiting.
Alright, jalapenos
kids.
on pizza is for real. Like, if you've ever had jalapenos on pizza, we went to top that pizza, and I got, like, what was it, their number 6, it was a hot one, and they had hot sauce with, like, hot Italian sausage, and you could get red peppers on it, and you could get jalapenos on it, and that's good.
That was good.
That's good. That's good.
Shiver good. Anyway, we're sitting there eating, drinking, and I go to get my drink, and I take a big old drink of my Diet Coke, and it wasn't Diet Coke. It was milk. Okay. Look, if you think you're getting Diet Coke and you get regular Coke, gross. If you think you're getting Diet Coke and you get, say, Dr. Pepper, that's gross. Milk. I seriously almost threw up. My system did not know what to think. I did not know what was going on, but it needed to stop. Oh, it was so gross. Anyway, but we're talking about milk because you need to eat something. You need to put something in your body first thing in the morning.
Coffee.
Or within an hour-ish.
Coffee?
You need to chill on the coffee.
Good. This has been Jacob and Mom's Diversion Hour, where we just look off to the side. You can just look at how interesting we are. You can read the bit of my shirt that's legible.
Imagine Dragons, your first concert.
Ooh, yes, it was. That's a good anecdote. My aunt took me to the Imagine Dragons concert. First concert I've ever been to. I was a huge fan of the band, and I made such a big deal about it a month before the concert. I just had an embargo. I seriously, no Imagine Dragons song for like a month until the day of, and oh, that was great. And they were such a great concert. My aunt, she's a huge music buff. She's one of the people who like discovers people before they're people. Like she would be one of the people who was like, I found Justin Timberlake before he was suit and tie Justin Timberlake, or I found Justin Bieber before he was big, or whatever. Like she would just find the underground stuff that would go big. She found Green Day, and actually, there's a fun anecdote about that I won't share, but I don't know if you've heard that one. But yeah, she found Green Day and stuff. And so she takes me, and she was like, that was legitimately the best concert that she's ever been to. And I don't know if that's true, but it had to be up there. For sure.
Yeah.
I was excited. I was amped.
Surprisingly, probably the best concert I've ever been to was Straight No Chaser. Best show. Hard to believe. And
if they didn't have a good set, you would still probably enjoy them the most, I feel. Just their songs alone, even if they do have a personality.
Fun. The show is fun. You cannot go and not have fun. That's what I enjoy about it. Now, I've seen some great bands, and I've seen some great musical acts. For Pete's sakes, I've seen Josh Groban. He was a bucket list item.
Straight No Chaser link here.
Ditto. Josh Groban down here. Because we love us some Groban.
She loves her some Groban. But she listens to, like, the weird ones that he does in Spanish.
Preserves. Have you seen... Yes, because Alejate was, like, my favorite. But...
Did someone just die?
They're screaming.
Is that a coffee
They're
machine?
laughing. They're laughing. It's okay. It's
quiet on set!
Ow, that was in my ear. He has this squeaky laugh going. No, but Josh Groban, his new thing
Unprofessional. Churlish.
Churlish means crabby.
No, it doesn't mean childish. Don't even go. Don't even go.
Churlish does not
Churlish.
mean childish.
Yes, it does. The great Googling wars of 2014. I'm jumping on my thing and she's jumping on hers.
Yeah, I use m/w.com for merriam-webster.com. I feel like it's slightly more
rude
reliable.
in a mean-spirited and surely way. What? I count spirited as childish. Come on. That's totally... no.
Of difficult to work with or deal with.
Unmature. If I said unmature, that would have gone.
That's not the same. There's nothing about immaturity in here.
Yeah, if someone's extraordinarily vulgar...
That just because they're vulgar does not make them childish or immature. Marked by a lack of civility. They may be connected, but by definition, that is not the same thing.
Oh, well, yeah, but...
There is nothing here. Okay, let me read the full definition. Resembling or characteristic of a churl. Vulgar. Marked by a lack of civility or graciousness. Surly. Difficult to work with or deal with. Intractable. Nothing about children, immaturity, nothing. They're not related.
Would you call children gracious most of the time?
They can be. That's
very rarely. As a stereotype for children. In my brain, they're synonyms enough, and I've used it in that sentence.
And you're wrong.
But
you don't get to be as smart as you are and have as good a vocabulary as you do without me correcting you when you use a word incorrectly. There's nothing about children. Not polite. Nothing about children, though.
Okay.
Whatever. I'm just saying. Oh. I'll even look at synonyms for you. Boorish, clownish, classless, cloddish, loudish, uncouth. Uncouth is a great word.
No one wants to see this.
They don't. Okay. Well, then stop being wrong, and we'll move on.
Yeah, just quit being wrong, everyone.
You are wrong. Nobody else.
You hear that, Republicans?
Comments, if anybody's watching this in the comments, he's just wrong. Churlish has nothing to do with childishness. At all.
It doesn't, but it's... Okay, that's it. Now, to get all the way back, let's mentally
All the way back.
backtrack.
All the way back. Where did we start this? Breakfast. Breakfast for dinner.
Right.
Jacob doesn't eat breakfast. Jacob's picky.
The topic is, I'm a white girl. I'm slowly becoming a white girl. She's turning me into a white girl. Not necessarily for this, but for later reasons. Like, I am picky, which is one of the stereotypes for white girls. And I don't know what else I am, but it's just a good word. Like,
You're a white girl. Starbucks. I've got him addicted to Starbucks, even though he shouldn't have that much coffee or caffeine.
Yeah, that's you being mama hen.
I know, but seriously, you don't need that much.
Have you tried the new peppermint mocha that they have at Starbucks? It's like seriously amazing.
But you don't like it with all of the peppermint. You have to have half the peppermint because it's too spicy.
Oh, you're the one to talk about too spicy, Mom.
You're the one who wanted me to order it with half the peppermint. I'm just
saying. It's not spicy. It's overpowering mint. There's a difference between being a connoisseur.
No.
There's a difference between being a connoisseur and being like.
I was just giving you a hard time. He just doesn't like all the peppermint, so we do half peppermint.
It's overpowering.
It is. It's really strong.
More aversion.
Distractions. Aversion means
diversion.
Opposed to.
I use
diversion. Oh, okay, gotcha.
It gets me every time.
I will get you.
She's
plus, I have to mention that, since I do cakes,
and I get roped into them.
He gets roped into helping, but he's gleaned a lot of knowledge, and so. If we're watching, heaven forbid somebody posts a cake on Facebook or something, he will.
They're always bad on Facebook, aren't they?
The critique is pretty brutal around here.
Yeah. Well, I'm a harsh critic at everything, really. Just as part of my character, like.
I don't know where you get that.
I don't know. It could be anyone.
I'm never judgmental.
Not in the slightest.
I just appreciate everyone's hard work. This is where you insert the halo.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
No.
It's gonna waste time. And I'm a minimalist who doesn't like to waste time.
Whatever.
Except for the hours that I spend watching
I was gonna say, all you do is
on
waste time. Yeah. Like we walk in the door today, he can't even pee without watching a podcast, somebody's video on YouTube.
Yahtzee 19 link here.
Really? You can't even walk in the door and go pee without bringing up a YouTube video?
Nerdcube link here.
Lame.
Jacksepticeye link here. I actually probably won't put that one in. He's like a secondary one. I kind of watch some of the times, but Nerdcubed and Yahtzee, they're for real.
What's the one with the table talk?
Oh, that's SourceFed. They get funny.
The one I heard was pretty
There's
funny.
where I got, and Trademark can back me up on this. I don't know if Cole will ever get to see this, but he can back me up on this. What I was doing was, I'll probably cut in a clip of me doing it, but it was practice for the circus. 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 And you say that while doing, basically the whitest parkour you could do. I'm going to put a clip in. I'm going to record a clip and then do it to explain it. But if you get, 3 people doing that, and, it strikes a harmony, so you have a really low person going, practice for the circus. And then a medium, practice for the circus. And then another one, practice for the circus. It gets really weird. William Haynes, everybody. SourceFed, link here.
Okay. Anyway.
Monty Python, link here.
Okay, Monty Python I can get behind, alright?
Griffin's pancake syrup. Link here.
Hey, that's made in Oklahoma at least. Oklahoma. Yes.
Where the wind comes sweeping down the plain and the waving wheat. It sure smells sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. We know we...
Okay. I'm horrible. I have a horrible singing voice. Anyway, he's a cake snob. Even when I'm working on a cake, he'll walk by and be like, well, why aren't you doing that in gum paste? Why aren't you doing that? Why are you using model eating chocolate?
O-M-A, Oklahoma. Okay.
Okay. Are we done now?
L-A-H-O-M-A, Oklahoma.
Okay. So, anyway, he's a white girl, and he comes and he critiques everything I do.
But you know...
Sometimes at great peril.
I've had so many shoes thrown at me, it's not even funny.
I don't usually throw shoes at you over cakes, because I do need some feedback occasionally.
The problem is, the way that I critique things is...
Critique things?
Critique, you're correct.
Of course I am.
I'm just gonna edit you out of this whole video and just your voice. So it's just gonna be me, and I'm the editor, so I can totally do stuff like that. But yeah, the way I critique things is, I have my opinion, but then I have the nitpicks that I do. So like, something can be amazing, but like, whenever I talk to someone about it, I'll be like, yeah, but at this point it gets kind of, for instance, on a movie, it gets really CGE, and like, they're really showing off like, hey, look at all this money we have! And, like, I don't really like that, or, you know...
So how does that relate to cakes, if you're critiquing a cake?
Like, your cakes are... I would say all of them are good. Like, they're good. They're base level good. They're better than airbrush.
He's gonna have a stroke over that one.
Here. Just... Oh, God. But, yeah. I'm crying. This is awesome. Wow.
Well, yes, so most of my cakes are pretty good, if you ask other people. I'll tear them apart, though. There's
well, you have
something
to.
wrong.
You have to critique yourself the hardest, so that you can become better as a human being and generally grow and develop. Mm-hmm. That's why stupid people stay stupid, is because they think they know everything.
This is true. The airbrush, are you talking about the airbrush cake where...
Stupid airbrush cake.
Someone posted a cake, and instead of just coloring their fondant blue, you're going to have to look it up. Can you post a picture of, like, the difference, a blue cake and an airbrushed blue cake?
I would need to see the airbrush cake.
I think I can find that for you.
I need to get it on my computer and stuff. But
so,
yeah.
Somebody airbrushed the entire cake. That is not the point of an airbrush, to do solid colors. It's for things like sunsets, where you need a graduated color. And it's horrible. Some of these cakes are just...
I had nightmares of that.
It was bad. It was bad. Oh.
In the bath.
There's a creature in the bath? Is it Abby? Who is it?
I'm subtitling all this.
Will you go fish the spider out of the bath, please? Which is probably hair.
Yep.
Thanks. Go get in the tub. Get some soap and wash your face and your belly. Yes, my children are in the bath while I'm sitting here. But as you can tell...
Piss poor parenting,
fine.
everybody.
I know, right? They're fine. They're big.
They're good. They're not
they're
screaming. They're okay.
Yeah,
it's that dad version of parenting. Sitting on the couch watching football. Hey! One of you in the toilet? Y'all better not be in the toilet. If I have to get up and see you're in the toilet...
I have a picture somewhere of Joshua standing in the toilet when he was about 2. Yes.
I think that was actually a spider.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scooped it up with a cup.
Well, that's all we're getting for now. Okay, go get back in and I'll give you some more. Apparently, my time is up. It would seem I have to go now.
If you're leaving your children unattended in the bathroom, you know you're doing parenting wrong.